Hi y'all, welcome back to Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings, doing another pick a card reading here. I'm going to get this done. If you are waiting on a reading from me, a personal reading, I have two more I think I need to do from this weekend sale. So I'll be doing those after this on my night owl. So I'll be getting those done, baking some cookies, doing some readings. All right. So let's just see. I'm sure people will be popping on now. We just did the goddesses one, and this is another one I've been really excited to do is the spirit guides one. So the cards we're using today are all star themed. We have the miracles now, we have the healing light tarot, we have angel dreams oracle cards, we have the cosmic reading cards, the starlight illuminated tarot, and we also have the Linda Goodman astrology cards. Okay, and I don't have like the box or book for that. So I'm going to let you go ahead and see which set of cards here resonates with you. We have the Snowflake Obsidian, the Amethyst, the Lapis Lazuli. We have the Mezzanite, the Selenite Desert Rose Gypsum Stone, and we have this, they call it like a black velvet labradorite. And at the end, we will go over the collective cards for everybody. So ooh, Amethyst is your favorite. Hi. Yes. So how I do these readings is I actually sit down and I'm like, look, spirit guides, let me connect. And I need you guys to kind of get up in groups, and whoever has similar messages, kind of, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm going to pick out these cards. Can you, kind of crew up so that you can give the messages to the people who need to come through. So kind of have them, whoever has the similar message to give to the person that they help, kind of get all in order there. So try to help to us have some clarity for these readings, as a lot of people will be watching with a lot of guides. So that's kind of how I did it. So if you have yours chosen, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Let's see. For those of you who chose Snowflake Obsidian, we have Compassion reversed, and that's so interesting. If you just watched the goddess reading, we had a card that was reversed for compassion as well, so that might resonate. King of Wands reversed, Three of Pentacles. Okay, for those of you who chose this one, I'm getting strong Leo and Pisces energy. Those are the biggest two I'm picking up for this. And I'm seeing that there's almost like there's a connection that's supposed to be happening that's not happening. Like something's throwing it off. And it could be through lack of confidence. It could be from lack of, really having compassion in where the other person is coming from. And a lot of it, though, is personal confidence. A big soulmate connection for this, actually. So if you are a Pisces who's been getting messages about a Leo, or you know that you're connecting with a Leo, oh, you're not too late. We're just on number one here. Here's the options. And this one is the Snowflake Obsidian. Um, if you are a Leo who's been getting messages about a Pisces, or it could be, fire and water is what I'm picking up here. Then basically it's saying there's some personal happiness and some personal kind of cleaning up spiritually, maybe even physically in your house to help you feel better, that needs to be done. If you've already been in a relationship with this person, there can be some coming clean that needs to be happening, and you might feel like you don't want to have compassion with this person. Like you're not trying to, there's egos involved a little bit, mixing with spiritual energy, and it's throwing off a timeline is what I'm feeling, because we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Some of you might have a child with this person or have worked with them, but I am feeling that things are supposed to be in a good way for you guys. So if you are fire and water, have been having relationship issues, falling outs, and whatever the connection is, I do feel like cosmically you're supposed to be together at this time. You're supposed to be working things out. Now, some of you, this is between your own confidence and what you're trying to create in the world, and it's not being harmonious and it's not working out. So the answer isn't no, that you can't have it. It's that you have to choose that you really want it and allow yourself to be in a place of happiness. And that's what your guides are trying to push you towards. Now, you are very sensitive. Okay, this is what I'm getting to. Some people that are very sensitive, you're like, well, I'm an empath. I'm an empath. You might be being so much an empath that you're not being compassionate. Like you might, it's saying it could be getting out of a little control. And I have seen that before with some people. They'll be like, I'm an empath, but then they're being they're using it in a way where it's like, well, I'm too sensitive, so I don't have to be caring. You know, I'm so sensitive that I'm just going to be miserable. So it's like changing those kind of ways of thinking so that you can like constructively be happy and build a life. But it's saying some energetic cleansing, definitely spiritual baths could be in order. But it is saying kind of, you know, have some patience, because yes, you are working with a human being who's trying to embody spiritual things, whether that's yourself or this other person. But it is wanting you guys to build something together and to have a reconciliation, okay? Happily, though. Happy, with peace, not with misery, okay? All right, so for those of you who chose, I love Snowflake Obsidian. Like, somebody said, I think it was Kellyanne Maddox, she said that it's like the rain on the windshield at night, and that's exactly how it feels. I love that. I love all these stones, but for those of you who chose this juicy juice of amethyst here, we have balance. Ooh, how pretty. That fall could be important. You might have been trying to get in balance since fall. Knight of Wands, yep, since Sagittarius season, Sagittarius could be important. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. We have, so this is going pushing towards the future. We have the moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my successes is the moment I begin living. And the Knight of Wands, look at him. Like he's trying to live, y'all. Trying to live. Okay. Chiron. All right, how interesting. We have, this is definitely Sagittarian energy. We have fall, Sagittarius, another Centaur, Chiron, astral travel, and this is that third eye. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep saying it, but somebody definitely, at least that's watching, is gonna have some Sagittarian energy. I see Aquarian, I see Virgo. Yep, and Aquarius and Virgo, those are the biggest signs jumping out, or the energies of those signs is what you're working on and what your guides are talking about. This is about talking about having peace. Like, this is about you. Now, some of you are seeing things like when you're dreaming or in the spiritual realm that you need to implement in your real life. Like you're going, it's almost like your guides want to take you to see other things, or kind of even voyeur through others or through the actual spiritual realm in some way, so that you can get like your mind expanded and understand like how much you can do in the real world. Your moon's in Virgo, yep. And it's like you're like, it's almost like you're supposed to be alive. You should be like racing and embracing each phase of your life. Like this person is running towards old age, experiencing everything they can. If there's a wound that happens, they pull it out, and as they're going, they learn how to do medicine for it and just keep going, and they don't let it stop. Chiron's about not being bitter. Chiron is the wounded healer. Like that's profound. Like, man, I got wounded by this. I'm never going to hurt someone this way. I'm going to heal too. Champagne, yep. Virgo moon too, yep. So, and this is, and that's saying that's balance. Balance is not that we never get hurt when we rush into life and we experience things. It's that we take the time to heal ourselves, and that we hold healing space for others who might fall into that same trap or go through those same tough experiences. So this is saying about living, living, living. Celebrate yourself. Focus. Like that is success. If something knocked you down and hurt you, and you got back up and you're still thinking about the life that you want, you're out there living, you're still planning, but also, you know, being adventurous, like that is success. That is its own form of balance. Now, astral travel, your third eye is major. So we have the amethyst here that can help protect you, guide you in the spiritual realms. Third eye is major. So you might be able to really focus on actually astral traveling and going to other places. You might feel like you might meet somebody in a different area, or you might have somebody that you know in another state, and you're just like, you know what's going on with them. Or like, you're like, man, I knew you broke your ankle. Or, you know, man, I saw that this was going to happen. Or I felt this, you know, you might feel like, oh, I felt this was going to happen. And then someone calls you, and it's like deja vu. It's like you're seeing things in the spiritual realm, or you have the ability to, in a very intense way. So your guides are really trying to show you foresight, you know, trying to give you glimpses of what life can be like. So instead of feeling like it's just illusion because, you know, I have this wound here and I'm just psyching myself out, it's like, no, it's trying to give you, like, let you see a glimpse of the end game, basically, right? That's the end game there. So this is beautiful. Like, I feel energized reading this. It's like, no, your balance is to keep on moving no matter what knocks you down, and just rush towards it. Yep, yep, and that's your gift right there. That's your empowerment. So embrace that and work it, and try, you know, don't be afraid of it. That's a blessing right there to let you see and connect with others. Okay, we're going to go on to the Lapis. Okay, so for those of you who chose this Lapis, see what we got. Ooh, integrity. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Integrity. All right. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Yep. We got the Page of Cups. This one's coming up reversed, so it's something that needs to be embodied. I speak with confidence because the world needs my light. Some of you are feeling like your voice is not important. You're feeling like your voice is too small to achieve all of this great heart that you have and what you expect, you know, the world to like level up and have some integrity. Or in a particular situation, we have Venus here. And this reminds me a lot of Venus and Pisces. This energy here could also be Venus and Taurus. Yep. So when you chose, okay, and we also have spring awakening, projects renewal. So things this spring, things that have happened, things that you've been going through. There's a strong Taurus energy here. Definitely there could be some Libra, Pisces, Aquarius is what I'm getting most strongly, the energy here. So this is about, it says the world needs your light, and you're forgetting that sometimes. You're forgetting. I'm seeing a tender-hearted person. Your heart chakra is just like everything right here. But finding that connection between your heart chakra and your throat chakra is like so necessary. It's like what you have to say, the world needs to hear it. It doesn't matter if it comes off a little tough. It doesn't matter if it's going to, you know, maybe you might have to speak up for some justice that's going to throw someone else in a bad light, but it's like, it's not your fault. Like, I'm feeling like you come from a very pure-hearted place. You want loving relationships. You want people to be in a very good-hearted place. Yep. Capricorn, yep, that earth energy. Yes, and so this is just validating you and letting you know, like, you deserve to speak up. If you're saying something, if you have something to say, you're never coming out to say it just to be mean, just to be cutting. And that is exactly why you are someone who should be speaking your truth. You are somebody who should be, you know, if they're asking you to mediate or whatever it is, like, your beauty is never going to diminish. People know that you have a good heart. So if you say something, you can say it softly and it will stick with people. Like, it'll affect them, it'll make change. And I'm feeling like that needs to happen. You might have a big fear of, you know, look at this, like, I'm gonna get kicked in the face, like, I'm gonna get rejected, it's gonna be horrible. But it's like, no, you're, you know. And I do feel like it's saying the world, and I'm seeing the eagle here, which is the sign in America. Like, there's there's the children, you guys, you might really need to speak out and advocate for people. You might need to, you know, I'm seeing it also in personal relationships here, but you have power. Look at your spiritual energy. Like, look who's rocking with you. You have strong spiritual guidance. You have the ability to really see into situations and people and know the heart of them, like their absolute heart, for good or bad. You know, you can see if their inner child's hurting and that's why they're acting that way. You can see if they actually don't mean any negative by it and they were just misguided. So your guidance is so important. Your expression is very important. So heart to throat chakra, you know, work on letting them express, because that's beautiful. Oh, that was so sweet. And also the children around you, making sure that they have voice and they can speak out, because there was a few children cards in that. For those of you who chose the Amazonite, we have choices. How gorgeous is she? Those colors. You're so welcome, Phyllis. Thank you. We have the Four of Swords reversed. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This one's reversed too. Peace is in my pulse. So right now, you might have been feeling some anxiety because I'm seeing these choices and decisions. We have Cancer. So this Cancer season right now going on. The sign of Cancer might be big for you. Let's see, summer. Yep, this Cancer season is huge right now. So I see some big choices being put towards you. Some of you might be thinking of quitting work, changing homes. You know, even something as simple as taking a vacation for some of you is just like the hugest decision. You don't know if you should leave that little cozy niche that you're in, that you've built up for yourself. Some of you, you're not even cozy where you're at, but you just feel like the anxiety you know is better than the potential anxiety that you don't, kind of energy. So this is about you getting your gut right. You even might have stomach stuff that happens sometimes, some of you, when you really are just like getting anxiety. I'm seeing Virgo. I'm seeing I almost said Pisces, which that just came out. I'm seeing Libra, Virgo, and Cancer the strongest, and that Pisces, I said, for some reason there's ocean. So yes, so this is about you really feeling empowered to make decisions, right? So a lot of times you can feel, due to outward pressures and just through habit, like man, I can't make this decision. Like, who am I to make this decision for my life? You know, hi Tasia. And thank you. Peace to you too, sweetheart. So you know, we can really feel that. And when you think about that, that's crazy. Like, why do we feel that we can't make a decision for our own life? Some of you might have mothers or kind of parental influences who, or you know, it could be a boss who you just feel like, you know, their voice is in the back of your head. You don't know if it's going to look like the right decision to make. But this is the thing, like, you are somebody to make the decision for your life. As a matter of fact, you are the person to make the decision for your life. It says taking action, fruitful, intellect. You can make fruitful decisions for your life. You can trust the actions that you make. You are intelligent, all right? You are intelligent in the decisions you make for your life. Trust your instincts. Trust what you feel is good for you. Some of you might have had a break or pause from life in some way. There could be a pause between jobs. That's the thing. Peace, pulse, pause. Like, take a pause, and that's okay. You know, it's not you know, if it's not a trench that you're in, it's not a, you know, like, I think sometimes when we have like a little lull in our life, instead of seeing it like the sea where it goes out and it comes in and it goes out and comes in and that's just life, we feel like, oh no, like I'm rock bottom now, I'm bad. It's negative. And I feel for some of you that are watching, like, nah, it's just the sea coming in and out. It's just the doors opening and closing for a new choice. And so it's just like, really, I would listen to ocean music if I were you. I'm like hearing it, I'm feeling it. It's saying it's okay to come out though again, that you've healed enough if you've been kind of hunkering in and you're ready to make your decisions. And look at how empowered she is. Look at all this energy from her. Okay, she's open. She's trusting herself. All right. Yes. Okay. Trust yourself with decision making. For those of you who chose the desert selenite rose gypsum, it goes by like all of those names. So, transformation. Seven of Wands reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. Two of Pentacles reversed. There's always a solution of the highest good. Taurus. Okay, there's definitely Taurus energy. There's Capricorn, Taurus, and Leo are the strongest ones I'm getting for this. Oop. And the waning moon. Okay, so this full moon's gonna hit. As the moon wanes, it's time to make some decisions too for you. But I'm feeling yeah, I'm feeling like it's time to move forward on something that's been stagnant and very stubborn for a long time. This is feeling like it's just like when you're just hitting a brick wall on something. Now, if you're dealing with a person, they could definitely be a Taurus, a Leo, a Capricorn, and you've just been hitting the wall. It's almost like, okay, is this one issue so important that you're going to keep hitting on it, or are you going to just like move on, you know, and allow there to be resolution in a situation? Sometimes we can be so stubborn about something. For some of you, it's just life in general, or like I'm getting the example of like you want a car and you want this specific car, and by now like that car might not even fit your family, but because you've been like for like 10 years you wanted that car, it doesn't even work for you anymore, and like what the blessings you have, but you're going to be stubborn like, no, I want that exact car. And the universe is just like, okay. Or you could do something that's better for your highest good, like that's going to be better all around for everybody. So there is some stubbornness to release at this time. There's something that was an option for you that doesn't need to be an option, and you're not losing by saying, you know what, I don't want that option anymore. I don't want that relationship anymore. I don't want that job. I don't want my body to look like that. I actually want my body to look a little rounder, and it's not because I lost out and I can't diet. It's because like I've chosen something else for myself. I've found a different empowerment. I've transformed internally and externally. I'm going to have different results, right? So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the release. This is introspection, self-inventory. Take inventory with yourself. Do I really want the same things I always wanted, or am I just being a bit stuck in my ways? Am I just afraid like I got to have it, you know? And you guys, I counsel people in readings, and some people will be so stubborn, and yep, the ones who have Taurus and they're like, no, like I don't even want this person anymore, but they screwed me over. So now like they're gonna, like, I'm gonna have them. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna do what I say in the relationship. They're gonna figure it out. And so there can be this like stubbornness and tenacity that we have sometimes when something's not in our favor. And that's what I'm feeling here. It is good. It is okay. Things need to shed away from your life, transform, and put that like that tenacity towards something that you actually still want in life. So if you're feeling like, no, I still want it, you know, really look at that. Like, is it the habit that's wanting it? Is it just stubbornness that's wanting it? Or is it like your spirit, the part of you that's already transformed? And that's what you want to connect with, okay? Because I feel like you're meant to be successful. You're meant to have the things that you want, but you're not meant to constantly have to fight a battle for something and prove something. It's like what's meant to be there for you is going to be, and it's going to relax, and it's going to live lush with you. It's going to live lux. It's going to be the highest good for everybody. Not saying it won't be, like you could still see them combating and having some fun little tension and stuff, but it's not, breaking heads over here. All right, so that's your message there, is find what comes to you more easily and only use, stubbornness can be a really good personality trait. So use it sparingly on only those who deserve it, right? All right, so those of you who chose the Black Velvet Labradorite here. Hi, babies, waking up. Baby's awake now. We have surrender. We have the Knight of Cups. Oh, how beautiful are those together. We have Six of Wands reversed. I am not the victim. I am the lighthouse. Ooh, with that. Ooh. Aquarius. It's beautiful. And Dragonfly, which is very Aquarian energy. Transformation, magic, and illusion. Like, this is like boom, to the point. There's Leo, there's Aquarius, there's Pisces here. This is basically saying you are ready to move on. Like, this is not going back. If you're wondering about going back to someone else, this is not moving back. This is moving forward. This is becoming more open. This is like, oh, that surrender. Like, this is beautiful. This is learning to edify yourself, to replenish yourself, nurture yourself in a way that your heart doesn't feel like it has to hurt because somebody else said something, 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 or did whatever, whatever, whatever. There's their whole lot of everything over there, but you're good because this is like, this is your own best friend. This is you knowing your transformations that you go through, and everybody else doesn't have to know that. And just having this release of like true, like real love for yourself coming over right there. And it sounds like, it sounds so hokey in life. People are like, okay, yeah, I love myself, but this is like real. Like, this is like, and then you have this partner come in that it's just like beautiful, and it's connection. But I don't feel that this is going back to an ex. If anyone was asking about this is about healing too. Now, this is not to say negative to people who have been victimized and have had things happen to them that were negative. This is saying that you surrender to the part of yourself that's greater than that. And that can hurt, man, when having to grow beyond a pain that's happened to you. Like, that takes strength, that takes bravery, that takes, a lot of self-love and nurturing. But this is like, you know what? I'm going to fall in love with myself even though I've been hurt, even though, nobody is here to help me. Nobody is taking care of me. Like, I am my own saving. I am my own, I am my own permission. That's what it is. That part. You are your own permission to thrive and to come alive again, and to be in a place that you will be loved. Like, I'm going to be loved. I'm going to be nurtured. I'm going to have a friend, and it's going to start with me doing that for myself. Thank you, Sapphire. Yeah, so this is beautiful. That's beautiful energy. And it's like you're supported too, supported just universally, cosmically. Yes, that's so beautiful. All right, I was like just sitting with that energy for a minute. Now, for everybody who tuned in, I just put a kyanite on there. Ooh, celebration. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Crown chakra, spirituality, wisdom, and humility. It's actually that way. I flipped it. Okay, so this is, feeling a little blocked. And it says, when I feel blocked emotionally, distressed, or overwhelmed, I turn to my breath. We have Gemini. So we just came out of Gemini season, and Gemini actually rules the lungs. So yes, literally working on our breath. We have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. It's a celebration. So this is saying, we have, people have real reasons to be heartbroken. Your guides don't think that, oh, you're just pretending to be heartbroken about things. But this is saying that we also have, real ways to heal, real ways to work through and have tools. Hi, Jessela. Real ways to work through. See this doorway? a doorway to harmony. And it comes by joining in those two sides of ourselves, the sides that have been hurt, the sides that haven't, and making a pathway and finding wisdom and support through those two sides. And look at that, connecting with that greater energy. So here it really is talking about doing some meditation, and seeing it as a celebratory thing. Like no one's going to be punished. Sometimes when we're like, oh, I haven't meditated. Oh, I haven't been doing my spiritual path. I've been stressed. Ooh, I made the wrong decision and I went back to that person to try it out again. Like this is saying, I think the guides are just like, there's no pressure. Like there's no cosmic finger judging you. It's about getting back to your health where you feel in tune with yourself, where you feel like, life is a celebration, that your spirituality is a celebration, and that you feel cohesively, your head and heart in the same place, and that you just keep moving forward, and that's all that we can ask of ourselves. So I hope that you guys are able to find something to celebrate with each breath that you have, and feeling very connected in yourselves and have the healing that we need. And yes, allow yourself to kind of come back together after all that scattered Gemini Gemini season energy. But this is very beautiful here. So go ahead and leave your comments. You can find me at on Facebook, Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart. You can find me on Instagram at Bohemian Stars _ Ocean Heart, and you can find me at my email if you want a reading at Ocean Heart Conjure. All right, and then I'll try to link everything below with my PayPal link and all of that stuff. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.